guys, how are you doing today? Thank you for coming back into my channel, and if this is the first time that you are here, please remember to give a like to the video, subscribe to the channel, and enable notifications right down below. So, I want to talk about a hot topic within the Shiryo community, and that is the token burns. But with that in mind, I want to actually present to you what is an effective burn, what is not an effective burn, and what the Shiryu team has been doing lately, burning tokens, and how much they are already burned forever and sent to the dead wallet. Okay, so and I want to start with this analogy that I really like, and that is, imagine that you're at this poker table, you're playing with your buddies, you're having a beer, or I don't know, you're having a cigar. So who doesn't play poker with a cigar? So that is really normal. So and you have $10,000 in chips. Imagine that the chips are the Shiryo tokens, and you have $10,000 in Shiryo tokens. So, and for some reason, the dealer uh, takes 30% of those tokens. He takes $3,000 out of your stack, and you start thinking, why is he doing that? And he actually replies, because the community wanted to actually to take away the tokens from you and burn them forever. But that doesn't make sense, because I mean that is not new money, and the only thing that the dealer is doing it is removing $3,000 from each of the players on the table, and the value of that money it's gonna remain the same. The only thing that is gonna happen is that there's gonna be less money on the table. That is not fair, right? I mean, why would he do that to your money, or on this case to the Shiro tokens that you hold? And some people might tell you, yeah, but if he takes the $3,000 of each of the players, tomorrow the token will actually skyrocket the price. And that is not true, because burning tokens actually doesn't skyrocket the price from one day to the other. That is a long-term effect that is gonna take place depending of the value of the project is bringing to the token. So have that in mind. Just burning tokens because the community actually are asking to burn, it is not an effective burn. It is just decreasing the value of the token, and is not guaranteed to actually skyrocket the price from one day to another. So that is not an effective burn. So, and how an effective burn works. So imagine that you're playing and you invite your best friend to the table. He just arrived and you tell him to join into the game. So, but you tell him, before entering and start playing with us, there is a 30% tax that you have to pay to the dealer before actually play with us. And that is the analogy of an effective burn, because new money is gonna enter to the table, but you will actually take a small amount of what is entering to the table and put it on the side. And with that, new money will start circulating with the players. And the analogy here is that you're gonna bring value to the project, and new money from new investors is gonna start circulating within the project. So what actually is the Shiryo team doing with the effective burns that we just explained? So they actually are burning the 10, as I remember, 10% of the card packs that are being minted. So for example, if we go to the application of Shiryo, it is actually right here. Let me move my face, my ugly face. And if we go to the card packs that are right here, it's every time that you mint a pack, 10% of that money is going to be burned automatically. So if you mint 20 packs, 0.08 ethers are going to be burned forever. And that is really good, because you are inviting people to actually bring new money to the table, and you set aside a small amount of that money to actually be burned forever. So it is not existing anymore. And the other way that the team it is actually burning tokens, it is that, for example, when you mint avatars, if you mint with Ether, as well. 10% of that ether is going to be burned forever. And if you mint with Shiryo tokens, 100% of those Shiryo tokens will be burned forever. So that is really great because you are bringing these new guys to the table, investing into the project, getting new items, getting NFTs, and you set aside a small amount of that money and burn it forever. And you so with that, you bring new money to the project and start to share that money with all the investors. So that is what the team is currently doing, and that is really great because you actually are handling effective burns as we know. So and how much the Shiryo team has burned already. If you go to actually CoinMarketCap and search for Shiryo right here, I have it as my first item already searched. You go here, click on the contract, you will see the information that is the transaction, the transfers. But if you click here on holders, you will see the null address, the dead wallet, and they are very burnt 1.5% of the tokens of the project, and that is a lot. If you click on that, sorry, you will see the burns that they have performed and the dates of the burns that the exact date of the burns. So the first burn it was a 9 quadrillion, and this one 204 trillion, and so on. This was the latest one with 1.7 quadrillions. So the team it is actually performing the buybacks of the token and burning the tokens forever. So they are keeping the promises of what they actually mentioned with the NFTs of the card packs and the avatars. They are buying back the tokens, so they are bringing new money to the project, and then they set aside that money and burn it forever. And that is really great for the project. So I wanted to explain this to you. I hope that this is something that is actually that I cleared your mind with this. And actually, I wouldn't be surprised if starting next year in January or even before when the game is released that the team will perform another buyback of Shiryo tokens and burn them again. So that is something that I'm really confident that they will do, and that is everything that I wanted to share with you. I know that this is a hot topic among the Shiryo community, so if you have any other questions, please don't hesitate to put a comment down below. We can continue exploring this topic. And the last thing that I want to mention is please have faith within the development team. They have actually kept all the promises that they have made, and they haven't actually let us down a single time. So that is everything that I wanted to mention. I hope that you have a great day and see you next time.